Hello, everybody. This is Alan Fine, and I'm here with Frank Kelly Castillo, who is the executive chef for all the restaurants at Margaritaville in Cap Cana. We're going to hear about all of them here on Insider Travel Report. So it's remarkable how many eateries and restaurants you have here, and you're in charge of them all. Let's take a walk down Entertainment Village and describe them for us, please.
Well, it's a great experience. You know, when you walk in, first you see the sandal right in the main lobby. That's something to be a spectacular view when you're like, wow.
Well, you know what's coming now.
Exactly. It's a
relaxed luxury.
Right. It's a view of freedom that you are having sun, good food, and good beach. So we have a total of 9 restaurants. First restaurant we have is Land Shark. Land Shark is a bar, grill, and brewing. What we're doing now, we have our first restaurant in DR who has fresh, homemade beer.
How many? How many varieties are you making?
6 varieties of beers. We have a guy who are prepared this week and forward for these 6 varieties of beer. Also, we have beautiful, nice burgers, Angus cut, imported from New York, to make sure we get our public that quality that they're looking for.
Right. That sounds like a good beer meal. All right, what's next on the list?
Next on the list would be one of our favorite restaurants right now. A lot of people are coming on the web, Instagram, Facebook, Frank and Lolas, Italian trattoria restaurant. That restaurant is amazing. One of our sous chefs, he's from Italy, Naples, and he brings the culture of Italy here. We do fresh pasta, fresh ravioli, fresh lasagna. Everything is made in the house. We don't buy anything outside, pre-made or made. We make everything here. And a lot of good comments have arrived from that particular restaurant. Frank and Lolas is called. Frank and Lolas. Right next to Frank and Lolas is going to be the steakhouse. Jimmy William Buffett, JWB. There we have.
That's what that stands for.
Indeed. So the JWB, it has a great history. Jimmy William Buffett was shot on an airplane while he was coming to the state from Jamaica, and that's why it's a airplane as a decoration in a restaurant, reminding that particular event that he came alive. So it's one of his favorites of first restaurant in Margarita, and our cuts from there are imported as well. Again, we go from Wagyu, Brangus, Angus, and first choice of cut meat. And great, we have a good bread presentation. I think you had it last night.
Tell us about the bread.
Oh man, it's a brioche with onion, cheese, baked for 30 minutes. It's about 1 pound of bread with some margarine, flavored margarine with salt, pepper.
1 pound, but it was fluffy.
It is very fluffy because we whip it.
That's why. And the empanadas were really special.
Then we do the empanadas, as you said, Argentine empanadas with culot or picanha, fill in with picanha, eggs, salt, pepper, and we don't fry them, we bake them.
Oh, that's the difference.
Every empanada around the world, everybody fry it. What we do, we bake it. So the tenderness and the flavor remains to it.
Next restaurant.
Next restaurant, we go the Boathouse. Boathouse is a food display. A lot of people will say, what is food display? A lot of people know it by buffet. We don't use the word buffet here because we want to be different. We want to display meals and freshness and different categories. So we got the Boathouse where we have breakfast, lunch, dinner. And there we offer a lot of variety. Breakfast we have...
How many stations? I couldn't count that high.
We have 32 stations. 32 stations, and all of them fill in with fresh and quality products. Fresh juices. For people who are fitness, who go to the gym, they come into our buffet and they will find all the fresh juices, no milk added, no sugar added. We have a blender machine where we do carrots, ginger, smash it, get the juice out of it, hand it to the guests. nothing added, everything fresh.
I saw watermelon juice. There's a lot of exotic juice and a lot of exotic fruits.
It is. And the good thing about those fruits are they are local. They are being produced local, nothing imported in terms of fruit. Our Caribbean island, Dominican Republic, has a lot of territory who produce the pineapple, the watermelon, the melon, even strawberries. And just to let you know, Constanza, one of our towns, is the number one seller of cherry tomatoes for the White House.
Interesting, and also for those who want heavier fare, there was heavy stuff too. There were some Dominican Republic and some Mexican dishes, egg dishes with cheese, and just you could get anything at this venue.
Absolutely. We have one corner, it's called Mexican corner. There you're going to have some enchiladas, huevos rancheros, quesadilla, and the other side would be Dominican. The Dominican side is what we eat in the morning. We are very heavy because we don't eat until 3 or 4 o'clock. So we try to have a good breakfast. So there's a green plantain smash with fried egg, sunny side up, over easy, medium. Some Dominican sausages called salami, fried cheese, and what else? We have pumpkin, pureed pumpkin. A lot of people don't eat pureed pumpkin, but we eat it here for breakfast with the same garnishes as well.
What's next on our tour?
Next on our tour would be Table 10 restaurant. Table 10 restaurant is one of those restaurants that people in this era looking for. Molecular dinner. What's molecular is, as everybody know, Ferran Adrian from Spain, the Bougie, those particular restaurants who use a lot of micro presentation, very minimum, minimalistic.
Okay.
Where you find air, fun, fried skin of a tomato, fried skin of an eggplant as a decoration. We do air of vanilla, air fun of milk, so we can decorate the plate and bring a different style to that particular restaurant. Restaurant
10. The steakhouse, these are all upcharges. These are premium restaurants.
They are premium restaurants. Frank and Lolas, a premium restaurant. There you're going to find products or items. They are not everything included. Therefore, you want to get them, you have to pay extra. Table 10 as well. To get in there, you need to make a reservation, a day ahead. And also, it's going to be an upcharge because the product and everything that we serve there is above and beyond of the regular everything included.
But I got to tell you, the Boathouse is fine.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And now we are working on it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Dinner for Boathouse is going to have different themes. For example, Monday is going to be all about Mexican culinary. Tuesday is going to be Asian. Wednesday is going to be Hindu, different countries.
So you got to book at least a week.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Okay, so what else on our tour?
What else on our tour? The next is going to be Montsouris. Montsouris is an Asian restaurant, but this time a lot of hotels and everything included has teppanyaki, has a sushi bar, and has these people doing these particular shows. Here we went out of that particular, usually that everybody has. Here we have street food. And we collected recipes and presentation from Vietnam, Philippines, Japan, all the way around those areas, and put all together a street food of those particular.
It's like you buy it off the street truck, which is in front of the restaurant.
Exactly. As you know, the restaurant do not have a tablecloth. It's going to be a paper. The tablecloth is going to be a paper because you're feeling like you are on the street. We have a design on the wall, graffiti. Right side of the restaurant, we have a scooter, like you are on the street, delivery scooter. And our meal do not have the courses of first entrance, appetizers. You select, they give you the menu, and you start eating everything that's in the menu. As you finish one plate, they put another plate. As you finish that plate, they give you another plate. So by the time you leave the restaurant, you're going to be full, and you're going to experience all the street food from those particular places.
So that's it? Because that's a lot.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
So let's talk about where you source. So you already talked a little bit about the fruits are local. The vegetables also. What about and the meats? You said came from New York, but a lot's coming right from this island.
Yes, yes. Fresh fish is right around here. We have a boater who goes 12 miles inside of the sea to get our fresh fish. So pretty much all the fish that we provide to our guests, every a la carte restaurant has a fresh cut of the day. And the fresh cut of the day is based on what we get 12 miles into the sea around here.
And I'm interested, and I'm sure some of our listeners are interested, how do you, this is such a large endeavor, how do you prevent food waste and how do you remain sustainable?
That's a great question. As you notice, we work with reservations and booking, so we know ahead of time how many people who are working for. For example, today we have a 35% occupancy, we have 150 rooms full. Here, the total is 247 people. Okay, so each restaurant is working based on breakfast, lunch, and dinner, understanding roughly how many people is going to go by there. So we prepare for that particular occupancy, 35%, 45%. So as the occupancy start going up or going down, we move up the prepping sheet or we lower the prepping sheet to make sure we don't waste stuff. However, if we got something left over that we can use, we have employee restaurant. That employee restaurant is for our own employees who have the opportunity to have a break, 30-minute breaks, hour break, 45-minute breaks, and we offer them food there.
I'm glad you're giving them breaks because they're working awfully hard.
Indeed. It's a giant operation. Butcher shop, pastry, and all of that is being made here. So, as you know, we don't buy anything from the outsider. We create everything here.
So all of that baked goods for breakfast, all those donuts, the crepe, everything was done here?
Everything is done here. We have our employees for breakfast coming in at 3 a.m. in the morning, so they can be ready by 7.
Tell us about the cooking classes so that I can show them what we do here.
Absolutely. Right now we are standing in a Rum Runner. Rum Runner is a Caribbean tropical restaurant where we try to put on the table a lot of things from the Caribbean. Mexico, Dominican Republic, Jamaica. So we do a lot of the Caribbean dishes. Cooking classes, today we have plantain boat fill-in with shredded beef. We call it ropa vieja.
So that's a local dish.
That's a local dish.
We're going to learn how to make it.
Absolutely. Very easy.
Good luck to you.
We also have steak and onions. We call it bistec encebollado, with some tostones, some fried clean plantains, and sausage with some mushroom sauce. That's what we're going to learn today, and then we're going to present it and make sure you're going to like it.
So normally, like the dish we're showing them now, these things are put on the plate all around the center. The meat might be in the center and then all the vegetables be around, but you're making it into a piece of art.
That is correct. We find a different presentation, so that first impression, it will caught our guests to see the difference of what we can do from others.
Your background, how did you come to be the head chef here, the executive chef?
Absolutely. Background, I was Dominican. I was born here. I was raised in Houston, Texas. I started my gastronomic career in New York at a small restaurant called Carrot Top.
Is it still there?
It's still there.
Where is it?
It's in Manhattan, 164 on Broadway.
Okay.
164 on Broadway, that's what I started as a 17-year-old. Actually, my dad was a chef there, and I was a steward, washing dishes, doing deliveries, trying to learn as much as I can. After that, I went to Johnson & Wales University, so I can speed up my culinary.
No more washing dishes, though.
No more washing dishes.
All righty. So let me ask you now, let's wrap up with what do you want travel advisors to know as they're talking to their clients and they're trying to land them on the right product for their vacation. What do you want them to know about Margaritaville, Cap Cana?
That's a great question. We are different. You know, most of the hotels in the area have dress codes. have some limitations in restaurants and how you dress or where to get in or where not to get in. Here is their own country. Here they're going to find everything they're looking for. You can walk into a restaurant barefoot or in sandals, no problem. If you're looking for a sunset on the beach and have a meal, a romantic dinner by the beach, we can do it. As far as seafood, you're gonna have the best seafood in town, caught fresh, right in front of their eyes. Okay, so we offer a lot of different things that other hotels and they are now offering right now. Our staff is well trained. What else? They're smiley, they're friendly, and here I am to take care of them all.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. This is a 5-star luxury property that I was so happy I didn't have to pack a sport coat and anything dressy for these interviews. So thank you for that.
Well, thank you for coming out and giving us the opportunity to let everybody there know who we are, what we can do for them, and hopefully we see them all here.
And this is Alan Fine for Insider Travel Report.